Hi, I'm Nikki Jabor, and did you know that tomatoes are the top crop grown in home vegetable gardens? And for good reason. The plants are relatively easy to grow, they're very productive, and nothing compares to the flavor of a homegrown tomato. So, what's the best way to grow tomatoes? Starting your own plants from seeds or buying seedlings from a local garden center in spring. There are advantages to each, but I generally like to start most of my tomato plants from seeds under my grow lights. The main reason for this is variety. You can choose from hundreds of tomato varieties when you buy seeds versus maybe a dozen varieties when you buy transplants. Plus, growing tomatoes from seed, it's actually pretty easy. Let me show you what you need to know to get started. First, let's talk varieties. As I noted, there are so many different tomatoes. I like to grow a mixture of heirloom and hybrid tomatoes in my garden. Heirlooms are beloved for their rich flavors, while hybrid plants are often more disease resistant. You'll also find a wide range of fruit shapes, sizes, and colors. There are cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, cocktail tomatoes, paste tomatoes, slicing tomatoes, and so many more. To help me decide which ones to grow, I think about how I wish to use my tomato harvest. Do I want to make sauce? Am I looking for fruits for salads? Do I want big slicers for sandwiches? How you enjoy your tomatoes influences your decision on which types to grow. Next, let's consider timing. Tomatoes need about 6 to 8 weeks of indoor growing before they're hardened off and moved outdoors. That means you should start your seeds indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before your last expected spring frost. In my Halifax garden, my last frost is about May 20th, so I start my tomato seeds under my grow lights in late March. You may want to get a head start and sow tomato seeds even earlier in spring or maybe even late winter, but leggy, overgrown seedlings don't transplant into the garden well, and you can actually set back your plants and reduce the harvest. It's best to follow the 6 to 8 week recommendation. Okay, now we know when to sow our tomato seeds, let's talk about the equipment that we need. There are many types of containers you can use. You can reuse old plant pots, upcycle containers like yogurt containers, but just be sure to add drainage holes first. You can use fiber pots or grow strips, core pellets, or a self-watering seed starter. Whatever types of containers you choose, they should be clean and offer good drainage. You'll also need a high-quality potting mix, which you can blend yourself, or you can buy a bag from your local nursery. I add the mix to a container and then add water to moisten it. You want to make sure the growing medium is evenly moist, but not wet. Once it's ready, fill your containers. Next, sow the seeds in the pots, covering them with a scant 1/4 inch of potting mix. You don't want to bury them too deeply or they may never come up. Once the seeds have been planted, label the containers with the variety name. I also cover my containers with a plastic dome to hold humidity and promote good germination. The containers can now be placed in a sunny window or beneath grow lights. To grow sturdy, healthy seedlings, you need to provide plenty of light. Those grown in little light will grow leggy and eventually flop over. For my tomato seedlings, I place them under my LED grow light and leave the lights on for 16 hours each day. As the seeds germinate, any covers should be removed to allow good airflow. Also, keep an eye on soil moisture. The growing medium should be kept lightly moist but not soaking wet, as that can cause seed or root rot. Keeping a fan in the seed starting area is an easy way to ensure good airflow and can reduce the occurrence of damping off, a soil-borne fungal disease that can affect seedlings. When the last expected frost date nears, it's time to harden off the seedlings. This step acclimatizes them to the sun and outdoor growing conditions. To harden off tomato seedlings, place them in a shady spot for a day or two, gradually introducing them to increased light each day. After about 5 days, the plants are ready to be moved into the garden. Plant tomato seedlings in full sun in a garden bed with fertile, well-draining soil. Be sure to add any stakes or supports to the garden bed before you plant so you don't damage the seedlings. To sum up, growing tomatoes from seeds isn't difficult, and it's a wonderful way to try some of the many delicious varieties available at garden centers and through seed catalogs. Just be sure to start them at the right time and provide them with plenty of light. Happy growing!